has two meanings. Number one, follow up. And number two, memorizing. So here in this hadith, memorization is not meant. That who memorize the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will go to Jannah. Even though if he is a filthy guy and he memorized it. No, this hafiza in the meaning of following up, which is mentioned in hadith, تَخَلَّقُوا بِأَخْلَاقِ اللَّهِ. Adopt the character of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, the character of Allah is Ar-Rahman, the mercy and kindness. So adopt it. Have mercy on people. Be kind to them, to the creature of Allah. Yes? Al-Ghaffar, the one who is forgiving. So if somebody is asking for forgiveness, just forgive him. As-Sattar, the covering one. So if you know the weakness of someone, just covering up. Don't disclose him. Because these are the qualities of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that what Hafiza mean? That if somebody will adopt these qualities, for sure he will go to Jannah. Got it? But anyhow, the ulama, they have mentioned in Ilmul Kalam the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in different ways. So for tonight, we will mention one taqseem and classification of them. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has two types of attributes. Number one, that is called Sifatun Nafs. What use of what? That is called Sifatun Nafs. And these are 6 in number. Al-Wujud, existence. Allah exists. Number 2, Al-Qidam, eternity. Al-Qidam means since ever. Qidam mean what? Say, since ever. And number 2, Al-Wujud, this Qidam, this is number 3. Al-Wujud, number 2, Al-Wahdaniyya, oneness. Qul huwa Allah Ahad. Number 3, Al-Qidam, he is since ever. Number 4, Al-Baqa, he is forever. Number 5, Al-Qa'imu bi nafsihi, he is because of himself. We exist, but we are not because of ourselves. We are because of Allah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us to existence. When he wills other way around, we will go back to non-existence. So, Al-Qa'imu bi nafsihi means he is because of himself. And number 6, أنه مخالف للحوادث, he is the opposite of ephemerals. He is the opposite of what? Ephemeral. What is the opposite of ephemeral? Eternal. Got it? So these are called Sifatun Nafs. Now, in this word or this term, there is a little bit difference. One is wujud and one is mawjud. That is al-wujud and here is al-mawjud. One is wujud and one is mawjud. So look at me. Wujud and mawjud both are one and the same or they are different? What do you people think? Apply your mind. Wujud is quality. Mawjud is entity. Wujud is what? Quality. And mawjud is entity. So now, wujud and mawjud are one and the same or they are different? So Imam Abul Hasan al-Ash'ari, rahmatullahi alayh, he says, al-wujudu aynul mawjud. Wujud and mawjud both are one and the same. Because, look at me, he said, because you cannot indicate to wujud without mawjud. Entity will be there, so you will say he exists. Otherwise, existence itself does not have any physical shape that you can taste it, or you can smell it, or you can touch it, or you can indicate to, or you can hear it, or what. So that's why Imam Abul Hasan al-Ash'ari, he said, al-wujudu, say, Aynul Mawjud. But Imam Abu Mansur al-Maturidi, he says, no. Al-Wujudu shay'un. Wal-Mawjudu shay'un. Al-Wujudu shay'un. Wal-Mawjudu shay'un. Wujud is one thing and mawjud is another thing. Like entity and quality. So quality is pasted to the entity. Is it or not? Quality is what? Pasted to the entity. You cannot indicate to quality itself. Yes? When you are indicating to quality, even you will indicate to the entity. Got it? But still, conceptually, the quality exists. Yes? Got it? Now look, the whiteness, that is quality or that is entity? That is quality. So, you cannot indicate towards whiteness without being it pasted to a wall or to a fabric or something else. Got it? But when you think of the whiteness, so without entity you can conceive it. So it means that wujud is different and mawjud is different. Actually, all these things are based on philosophy. And that's why these imams of ilmul kalam, they were the great philosopher of their time. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir.
And as I told you that who was the founder of ilmul kalam? No. No. Name I mentioned. See, Wasil ibn Ubaid. His name is Wasil ibn, a great philosopher. He was a great alim of Quran and Sunnah as well. But he got involved in that discussion. That's why somebody is asking me about this issue. I said, don't be Wasil ibn Ubaid. Yes, just hold on your horses. Yes. Otherwise you will get lost. You will get lost. That's a black hole. If you will enter once, you will never come back. Because you need a big power. That power, because the black hole sucking power is much more powerful than the gravitation. That's why something which enters into black hole, the stars, it cannot come back. Can it? It cannot come back. And that's what I mentioned there in what? And one of my book, whatever. So I mentioned there that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how in that much time he crossed over all the worlds and went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Black hole sucked him. Yes, what happened? Black hole sucked him. So now a black hole sucked a physical structure. It cannot come back. It cannot. But Stephen says that if the power of that entity or physical structure is much more than the sucking power of the black hole, it can come back. Got it? So the power of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that was much more than the black. What is black hole? Nothing. Yes, and that's why he went there and he came back. Got it or not? You are more shir-studied. So anyhow, so these are, and that's why Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh, when he got involved in ilmul kalam, because he was to, look at me, to counter the Mu'tazila. He was to counter the Mu'tazila, and for him in this regard was okay, that the real ilmul kalam of aqaid haqqa sahiha, that was introduced by whom? By Imam Abu Hanifa rahmatullahi alayh. And he was not saying any angry word to anyone because he had very smiling face. He was not losing his temper. He was not. And he was not putting anybody down. Even in debate, he was not putting anybody down. These Mu'tazila, they were running away of him. And sometimes they were coming and say, Imam, what do you say? And Abu Yusuf said, rahmatullahi alayh, when Imam was debating, and we were looking at these great Imams of Mu'tazila, the way they were sweating. Yes, and the way they were turning red and yellow and pale. Yes, so we were feeling sorry for him, even though we were sitting with our own sheikh, but we were feeling sorry for the opposite guy. That what a big name, and it is happening. And the moment Imam felt it, that now he is speechless. Now he is speechless. And now we are proceeding toward the result, that he will get defeated. So Imam said, so Shaykh, yes, alhamdulillah, you understood what I was saying and what I meant, and okay, let's make dua. Yes, tea is ready. Tea is ready. So we asked Imam rahmatullah what a man he was. That we asked Imam, that Imam, why you stopped? Yes, we should have taken him to the defeat point. He said, at least he is a alim. And he is a alim of Quran and Sunnah. Aqaid is something else that in tawilat or interpretation, he is doing other interpretation, but he is alim of Quran and Sunnah. And I don't want to put a alim of Quran and Sunnah down. He said that in the long run, or ultimately, that's an insult to deen. That's what? An insult to deen. And I don't want to insult deen. Got it? He says, still, even though I'm debating them, but still, I have a lot of respect for them. Because they say that the way they are arguing, they are not jahil, they are very talented people. Yes, and then he does not say, or he did not say, that they are not jahil, they are great ulama, but I defeated them, or I am going to defeat. He said they are not jahil, but actually truth is truth, so they come to the truth point. When I tell them that the truth is like this. Got it? Got it? Yes. But Imam rahmatullahi alayh, he became a little bit angry with Wasil ibn Ubaid. He said, Qatal Allah Wasil ibn Ubaid. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perish him. Why he brought these things to the general public? Because these are beyond their approach. He's putting the iman of people on stake. They don't understand these things. Got it? Or not it? Got it. And that's why in his 20 wasiyah, what? Wasiyah mean advices. 20 advices which he gave in written shape to his son Hamad ibn Abi Hanifa. To who? To Hamad ibn Abi Hanifa. So one of that was never debate. Never debate. And especially in aqaid. Never debate, and especially in aqaid. فإني أحب أن يقال عنك أنه لا يعرف أنه لا يعرف بدل أن يقال عنك إنه كفر. Because I like regarding you, if somebody will say or people will say that he does not know. That's not a big thing. We are not knowing a lot of things. So if you are not debating, so people will say what? He does not know. So he said, then what? He does not know, we do not know a lot of things. But if you debated and got defeated and they will brand you as a kafir, I don't like that word for you. You know what I'm saying? So he said, Baba, but you were debating. He said, Hamad, have you ever seen me that I have gone to them? But when they came to me, so I have to defend the proper aqaid. I say, in my lifetime, I have never been to them. Yes, but they were coming, and then I was supposed to, and I did it. Got it? So anyhow, for tonight, that is okay, and inshallah, Monday, we will go for Sifatul Ma'ani. This is Sifatul Nafs, and then we will go for what?